Okay, so today's going to be, I'm thinking what would we call it? A documentation day, where I'm going to get rid of any unused code and then update some notes for our code base. One, because I'm putting off the tier system update because it's really tough. But two, it is Ryan's birthday today, and I'm supposed to head over there soon for dinner, so I'm not trying to have a huge session today. So if we're gonna get started here, I guess we can get rid of this. Let me see what our help toggle does if we turn this on. So if we have our help toggle on and then we load, come on, git / joust love dot, and then press H to fly, repeatedly press A. Okay, it's just our help toggle. I guess we can leave that on or whatever. We're not really pressing H very often, but okay. So I'm gonna go through and just be adding, like, here's where we're gonna be putting all the way logics, you know. So what we can do is this all fits into this. Because I want it to be able to collapse down. That's not exactly it. There we go. But it's actually spawning for wave 1. See, I want it. I want it to collapse the whole thing, not just that. So maybe instead of these 2 brackets, I just say the normal comment in the now. Yeah, okay. So we can collapse the whole wave logic now, and we can still give ourselves decent notes here. So like score table initialization, and then we have global object table dummy initialization. I guess is what I would call it. And then this would be, so like little blocks of code that don't really, that kind of speak for themselves, like taro timer gets taro timer minus DT. It's like, that's obviously the decrement for the taro timer. So there's like, you know, if the comments is going to be useful and help us find things in our code, we can add it, but otherwise just let it speak for itself, I guess. So I guess we might want to do, we can call this pterodactyl spawn, because it covers the taro timer, but also the initialization of our monster variable. Then so the whole idea today is just going to be tidying up some of our some of our code so we have it just cleaner and better documented before we go into a tornado of the tier system update, which is going to be massive. It's scary. Okay. So what is this actually doing up here? We're setting vulture count to 0. It's really just vulture count. Like, it counts how many vultures are on screen that are alive at a given time. And where do we actually use that? Okay, we use it for the tarot timer, because depending on how many vultures are on the screen alive determines how fast the pterodactyl is going to be coming for you. Okay. Okay. Player 1. Death and respawn. Kills pterodactyl if no vultures on screen. Okay, that makes sense. We don't need this old vulture update logic, because now we are updating vultures. Where? Right here. So we could take out this old vulture logic that we had in there. These are all bubble stuff, so like we moved this into our vulture class. Place graveyard. Okay, yeah, we already did that. We don't need this. See all this dead code in here. Vulture to vulture collision. See, and I think I want this one to be a, whatever you want to call it, a table or a collapsible. Yeah. And then oh my god. I'm just gonna leave myself a note, say be sure to change 3 to variable for wave objects. It's hard-coded to 3 because wave 1 has 3. The 3 is not only 3 vultures, but 3 jockeys and 3 eggs, appropriately. And 3 print square objects also, as well. Okay. I'm gonna take out, if the enemy top collides with our player, we don't want to move our Y, or our vulture's Y. We just want to kill our player and then bounce us upwards, us meaning the vulture. Okay, then if an enemy, so if we're on top of an enemy, we kill the vulture, we don't need to reset our Y, we just bounce us upwards. And then so what's the difference here? So there's top, bottom, side to side. Okay, then the side to side logic is just kind of big. Okay. And then this line is doing what? Or was doing what? Setting our eggs to no longer invulnerable. So where do we do that now? We do that in the egg class. So if we're invulnerable, we set our invulnerable timer to decrement and then swap that flag when it's smaller than 0. So we can delete this because this is now in our class, our egg class. Okay, jockey spawn. If the egg is hatched, then spawn a jockey. Okay, easy enough. Jockey spawn, player to object collisions. So this is player to egg collisions, which maybe we'd put up here. Player to egg collisions. Slow and fast. And maybe we put this here as a sort of standard, but it's a little hard to read, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's fine. I feel like the code getting out of there makes it easier to read, and you can still tell the comments very easily with the all caps and the blue color, so. And we need to change that 3 to the wave object amount, not 3. Change from 3 to wave objects variable. Okay. So we've got player to object collisions. We've got player to jockey collisions. So see how we can now kind of collapse these and view, you know, our code base at a higher level to kind of see, you know, what order things are kind of being done, a lot more manageable to look at. God, yeah, it's getting huge because, yeah, we're 718 lines of code in our playstate at the moment. Let's keep going. Say this is eggs to floor collision, and in our eggs to floor collision we have ground collision, ground platform collision, or all platform collision, and we have our bounced off floor boolean that we change as well. So now we can shrink that. Now this is all our nasty old logic that we can get away with. This is see how this is the dot egg? Because our egg was an instantiation inside our vulture instantiation, which got messy and caused us problems. I think this is pretty self-evident. Update the scores table. But the thing is, our scores table... Oh, we're updating... Okay, no. Yeah, we're updating every element in our scores table. That makes sense. We've got Tarot Collision, we've got Tarot and Platform, Tarot and Vulture, Lance to Pterodactyl Collision. Yeah. And then... What does this say? Check if Joust kills Tarot when Tarot facing left and player facing right. I think those comments are fine to leave in there because it's hard to see. Well, check if Joust kills Tarot when Tarot's facing left and player facing right. And they're facing the same direction. Yeah. So just when Tarot facing left, player facing, Tarot facing left, player facing right. Okay. I'm still a little confused on this actually. So Tarot's facing left and the player's facing right, and our player's not temporary safety, and our monster's facing left. We're facing right. Then if we collide with the monster, explode the monster. But this isn't exactly right. Oh. Yeah, it is, because this is what I was looking for. The monster frame has to be 3. So, I'm gonna replace that with a comment here saying kills Tarot. And also this one is kills Tarot as well. It just makes more sense than this huge check if Joust kills, because those conditions we're asking are just in the code. If we want to see it, we say, well, monster's facing right, we're facing left, we collide. Our monster collides with our player, so kills Tarot works for our purposes. Kills player if collision while facing same direction. So yeah, if we... Yeah. So I guess I would say something like... This is... Kills player if touches non-mouth of Tarot. But like, what's a better way of saying that? Kills player if touches Tarot, I'll just say. Outside of weak spot, I guess. Because it's not, if it touches the Tarot, it's that. If it touches the Tarot and its Joust isn't in its open mouth, so. So let's see if we can collapse our... Oh, here we can say... This kind of speaks for itself. This is just object updates. And then our pterodactyl collision can be closed. Not quite. I'm gonna say this goes. Okay, nice. So yeah, we can collapse our Tarot collision now. Okay. And then object updates. I don't know know if we would ever need to toggle those off. But part of me is just saying to do it. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. And then look, we can control our wave logic. Resets. We can set our resets better here. We can say resets. Then put both our resets in this collapsible. And then clear one death spawn and respawn. Feels like we should put these here as a standard. What is our 0 in our pterodactyl class? Third parameter. DX. Okay, that's fine. Now we can say we can put our bubble logic here, and then say this is bubble logic, and we can collapse that. So it's like, see how doing this is like allowing us to see what doesn't really have a home, which is like this update, these updates, are all separate. So part of me, let me look at the lava bubbles, make sure we didn't break anything. Okay. So we still got lava bubbles. Now I'm curious if we go to the object updates, and just like how we put monster, we put lava bubbles and player 1 to keep them organized here in the updates block. And then oh my god. But look at this, our lines are already down to 642. You know, there was like over 100 lines of dead code in there. And it's easier to kind of look at. These still don't have a home. H toggle doesn't have a home, so where is... This is player 1 death and respawn. And it's... Okay, I'm curious to see if that broke our lava bubbles or anything. Doesn't look like it did. This is awesome. Seems to be working fine. Put this right here. So we have a nicer end there. Sweet. And then, yeah. So we got these. Oh, and actually, it looks like if we indent the bottom there, we don't have to have these dangly bits here. So if we indent this, then when we close it, nice. So yeah, we can just indent these and it disappears them. So that's kind of nice. Under object tables, and indent this. This is our old object render logic where we were going through every key vulture, inferior vultures, but 'tis old. This line of code is doing nothing because we already have the color getting reset. We can take out basically all of these. I like our keylogger still being available, but what I will do is minimize it. Yeah, look at how much cleaner that is now. Look at our playstate now. What do we want to do? Player to enemy collision? Let's check it out, you know? That's sick. That's sick. That's the way to do it. Okay. That's awesome. Debug info. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. Great. Cool. Why do we even do this? Why do we set... Let me see if we don't set our color to clear. Nothing. Nothing different, rather. Yeah, I don't know why we were doing this. We were clearing... no, I think it was clearing the screen to be black. Clearing the whole screen to be black, but we do seem to be clearing it to black. Or black is just the default. I don't exactly know. Guess we'll just leave it on for now. Because this would be pure white, but 0, 0, 0, 255 should be pure black. Okay, cool. We've got... See, and I was tempted to put this false up here with all the other booleans to keep them all the same, but that's very specific placement because we're modifying a player 1 in our init, and we're modifying it after we give ourselves the ostrich object in our player 1. So if we move this above our assignment right here, then it will overwrite temporary safety with the init of an ostrich, which defaults temporary safety to true. So we can't just quite willy-nilly move stuff like that. And then we don't need... so where do we... In our wave logic, we've got our score table initialization, and we are populating our vultures table with objects. So I think we can get rid of all these because we're doing the graveyard here in the initialization, but actually no, because look, it'll crash. No, it won't. It'll only crash if we try to debug. No, it didn't. Okay, so that's okay. I think we're good there. I was gonna say it would only crash if we debug something related to the ostrich, or to the vulture, but we are doing calculations based on a vulture, so that's right. Or at least I think it's working right. Okay, got our playstate a little cleaned up. Oi. I gotta head to Ryan soon, but I don't want to leave this half done and then have another half-ass episode tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna do a commit right now, and then I might do some more of this when I get home after Ryan's, and just post 2 episodes today. So that might be going on. I'm a little wiped at the moment. I just wanted to make sure I got programming today, because we're gonna maybe go see a movie and have dinner, so it could be late by the time I'm back. I'm gonna get add, say, updated documentation and readability in playstate. And push it to our origin main and call it a day. I might, if I have time later today, I'm gonna come back, finish the documentation for our other classes so that we're ready to rock and roll on our tier system update coming up, the big update. So yeah, if I don't see you later today, I will catch you tomorrow.